Welcome ladies and gentlemen to another Lore of League of Legends video. Seeing as how some people are rather impatient and quick to point out that certain lore videos are wrong or outdated when they've been uploaded, I've decided to try and double my efforts to get you the content you deserve. Without further ado, I present to you the recent rework of Olaf the Berserker's lore. Enjoy. Within the continent of Valoran, most men would say that death is a thing to be feared. This is, however, not the case with Olaf. The Berserker lives only for the roar of a battle cry and the hard clash of steel. Spurred on by his hunger for glory and the looming curse of a forgettable death, Olaf throws himself into every fight with no thought whatsoever towards his own safety. Surrendering himself to the bloodlust deep within his being, Olaf considers himself only truly alive when grappling with the jaws of death. The coastal peninsula of Lokfar is among the most brutal places in Freljord. There, rage is the only fire that warms frozen bones, and blood is the only liquid that flows freely. To Olaf, there is no worse fate than to grow old, frail, and forgotten. He is a warrior of Lokfar with no shortage of glories and no hesitation to share them. But his boasts would become tiresome. One evening, while boasting with his clansmen over the burning embers of a razed village, one of the elder warriors had grown tired of his boasts and goaded him to read the omens and see if Olaf's fortunes matched his gloating. Emboldened by this challenge, Olaf mocked the Age Raider's envy and tossed the knuckle bones of a long-dead beast to predict the heights of glory he'd achieve in death. Silence struck as the clansmen read the portents. The bones spoke of a long life and a quiet passing for the barbarian. Infuriated, Olaf stormed into the night, determined to prove the prediction false by finding and slaughtering Lokfar's most feared frost serpent. The monster was said to have consumed thousands, man and ship alike. Such a beast to die with in battle would be considered a glorious and fitting end for any warrior. As Olaf hurled himself into the blackness of its maw, he fell deeper into the blackness of his mind. And when the shock of freezing water roused him from the dark, there was only the butchered carcass of the beast afloat beside him. Thwarted but not defeated, Olaf set out to hunt down every legendary creature with claws and fangs, hoping that the next battle would be his last. Every time he charged headlong towards his coveted death, only to be spared by the frenzy that washed over him while on its brink. Olaf came to the conclusion that no mere beast would be strong enough to grant him the warrior's death he so longed for. His solution was to take on the most fearsome tribe in the Freljord, the Winter's Claw, and its fearsome leader, Sejuani. She appeared amused by Olaf's challenge to her warband, but his audacity would earn him no mercy from her. One by one she ordered the charge and sent scores of her warriors to overwhelm Olaf. Each and every one of them fell below his axes as he lost himself in his own bloodlust once more, and effortlessly cutting a path to the leader of the Winter's Claw. The clash between Olaf and Sejuani rocked the glaciers with its force, and though he seemed unstoppable, Sejuani battled the Berserker to a standstill. As the two of them stood, deadlocked, Sejuani's glare penetrated Olaf's Berserker haze in a way that no weapon ever could. His frenzy abated long enough for her to make him a promising offer. Sejuani swore that she would find Olaf his glorious death if he would lend his axe to her campaign of conquest. In that moment, Olaf vowed he would carve his legacy into the Freljord itself.